So hey guys, good morning. Today we are joined here by Mr. Praveen. He is the CEO of a company called ETK Private Limited, and let's hear more about his company. So, Mr. Praveen, let's talk about your company first. Brief introduction would be really helpful. So, starting with your company history, can you brief us about company history?
We are started in 2009. Hello, with company name Emerging.
Yeah.
We later incorporated in 2014 as Emerging Techno Private Limited, and we do in computer profile, is services and sales, everything, end-to-end solutions.
So, you basically solve what kind of problems do you solve?
Basically, there are two verticals are there. One is SMB and one is enterprises. In SMB level, we deal with enterprise products, small business like Cisco and Aruba, and products like HP, Dell, Lenovo, entire things, with including accessories. Like Targus is there. We are the regional distributor for Targus in Telangana, AP, and Aruba also we are regional distributors. And also we deal the data center solutions like any particular solution, VMware solution, or any
That's really interesting. So you deal with a lot of computer peripherals like servers and all those stuff. But what is your team strength?
in present is in Hyderabad is around 18 members. In Bangalore, 2 numbers.
Okay. And is it loans, bootstrap, or funded?
Sorry?
Is it running on loans, bootstrapped, or funded?
We are carrying only 14 lakhs of OD.
Okay.
And the or bootstrap only.
Okay. So any information of the co-founders, or you are the only co-founder?
I am the only founder.
Okay. So let's move on to our Q&A session, where we ask you a few direct questions about your turnover and your sales growth. So let's start this. So what is the turnover of the company?
Present in up to March this year, the turnover was 25.6 crores of including GST. In 2018-19, the turnover was around 18.5 crores of including GST. And 2017-18, it was a 15.6 crore turnover. Every year it is a stable of 30% growth.
Okay, there's a year-on-year. There's a year-on-year growth.
Year-on-year.
Okay. So, do you expect the same to happen at the current situation post-COVID?
We don't think so, because already we lost for 2 months. Every month we expected of 3 crores every month this year. Now, combining the 2 months, we have not done 1 crore also.
Okay, so what is the cost of retainment? Cost of retainment, as in how many people do you to retain them? For example, at times like this, what are you shelling out? For example, there's no work, but still you retain your customers. And to retain your customers, you give them some freebies, you give them some discount. What is the cost of retainment?
Actually, no, there is nothing is like that. Just you have to plan how the customer reacts. We don't know the reaction, how the funds will be done for the customer. Now you see, there are suppose if you see that we have outstanding of 4 crores, we have to get from the customers, and also we are carrying a stock of 1.5 crore. And also first that how to get the amount from the customers. Then we have to build a capital so that only we can go forward.
And how many? And sorry to interrupt you there. And how many engineers do you have?
We have 3 engineers.
3 engineers, and how many sales representatives?
Sales representatives around 3 people.
So you've got 3 sales rep. Are they quota carrying sales rep? Like you have a quota of your turnover distributed among these sales rep, or they're without any kind of quotas?
Without any.
Okay. So what is your operating margin? For example, revenue minus expenditure. What is your operating margin?
Operating percentage you are talking about?
Exactly. Operating percentage.
Operating
Margin is nothing
percentage.
but your profit margin, basically. Your operating margin is nothing but revenue minus expenditure. So whatever
5%. 5% we are expecting.
So that is your operating margin, right?
Yeah, right.
Fine. Now, what is your salary percentage over your turnover?
2%.
What percentage of salary you?
2%.
That's a very good figure as far as industrial standards are concerned. You know that the industrial standards are close to 8 to 10%. But for a company like yours, 1 to 2% is really a great strategy. Now, talking about strength and weaknesses, what are your core strengths?
Our core strength in is accessories and networking profile.
And
We
what are
can
your
give any type
weaknesses?
of service. Sorry?
And what are your weaknesses?
Weakness is like we can't see anything.
So you're really confident, and you don't say that you don't have a weakness in your team, in your strategy. There's absolutely no weakness in any of your terms.
No.
Like weakness in the sense, in a general perspective, something that you would like to focus more on.
Exactly looking that I want to expand the company, but I'm not in a mood to expand that. That's a weakness.
Okay.
To take the so many people, to have a big turnover. Next, I'm planning. I'm going by step.
Okay. So, what do you think is a core strength of your company?
Core strength is a delivery part.
So your delivers are quite quick.
Very quick.
And how do you think that has helped you in sailing through COVID? Do you think that has helped you in sailing through COVID?
You see, without going into any customer, only by reputation only, customers. We don't go our sales guys for any offices or anywhere. We get by references only. That is our core strength.
Now, post-COVID, what are your thoughts about it? What's your new formulations for post-COVID operations? What are your new strategies for it?
See, before that, before COVID, we are not gone for any government orders. Now, in the future, we want to see for the government orders also.
And do you think that is going to improvise and that is going to have a very big impact on your current business?
Maybe not. Just amount will be safe.
Okay. And what percentage of business are you thinking that this strategy can help? For example, right now you are 0% with government. Now, how many percentage? What is the kind of percentage that you want to allocate to your government?
Now see, we are already reached for GEM. Now we have to all the OEMs and we have to activate our GEM portals actively, so that we may increase 10 to 20% from this. And
okay, right. So you are allocating close to 10 to 20% of your entire turnover to the government segment post-COVID. That's a really good thing. Now, talking about work from home, do you think work from home is a boon or a bane? Like, is it advantageous or there's a lot of disadvantage in working?
You see, work from home for like our company, it's not possible because we have to deliver the items. If we give the service only, the other people will work from home. Suppose if we see if any server gets something crashed, we have to run for the spare part and we have to give the customer, we have to install and we have to do that. By sitting in home, we can do that.
So what percentage of your staff do you think can work from home, and what percentage of your staff do you think can work on the field? Do you have how many percentage, what is the kind of percentage that you can allocate for work from home? And what is the percentage that you can allocate for on-field job?
Now you see, inside sales are totally, our sales people comes to around 4 to 5, 6 people. If you suppose this will take example, accounts, delivery boys, that will make around 7 people, and the 3-4 people engineers will be there. If you take only sales people can work from home. Other the back end operating team they have to come to the office so that only they can do that.
So you mean to say work from home is not a boon? There's a lot of disadvantage in this. So at least 30% of your staff is working from home now.
Yeah, right. It's working.
Okay. Now, what is your company's weaknesses that you said and you are going to improve on it? What are the weaknesses that you said you're going to improve on it? For example, you have a fear of whether you're not able to achieve your turnover or increase your business in a very big manner because of COVID. Now, how are you working on it? Like you said, you're working with the government essentials for new orders. So do you have a working limit on that or a timeline for it?
You see, before that, I used to not focus on this particular customers. Now, for a small inquiry also, I'm involving in it so that we will not miss out most of the orders.
Exactly. I think most of the people right now are focusing on this particular domain where every small detail is important. And what is your timeline for it? For example, how many days are you going to continue with this new strategy?
You see, from last 1 week onwards, I'm reaching my office by 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and I'm closing my office by 5 o'clock. Before that, we used to go for our office around 11:30, and I used to come by 7:30. But now focus has improved. We are not losing a single inquiry also. Before that, we don't have time to do the inquiries also. Now after COVID, all the percentage of business from OEM has increased by 20%. What they are saying that government has increased a custom duty by 6%. Second thing, all the imports are increased by 6% because we are depending on the laptops or anything else.
That's a variable percentage. Yeah.
Dollars only. Yeah. That is 12%. That is making 12%. One more thing, the handling charges. Now there are no couriers from the Hong Kong or anywhere. Only it is coming by charter flights. Suppose if you take a kg, there's a courier charge of 200 rupees before. Now it is coming to 600 or 800. That means almost an 8% increase. The total overall 18% to 20% was increase on each product. That will be giving impact. Now you see, I have so many inquiries. I have inquiry for 500 laptops. Hardly 100 laptops also not gone. Only because issue of percentage of increase of a laptop.
Okay. So now talking about strategies, do you see every big company, like every MNC today has got a chief strategist? The role of a chief strategist, you know how it works. They plan according to the situation and they see the kind of developments to happen. Now, for MSMEs, we basically lag a chief strategist. But do you have a chief strategist or you are the chief strategist for your company?
No, you see, if there is no particular strategy at the point of time, we are.
No, I'm talking about you have a strategist, somebody who's planned strategizing, or you are the strategist.
No, I am not the strategist.
Okay. So how do you think a strategist can help in times like this? For example, what kind of ideas that you bring to the table can help the company sail across?
No, you see, in the month of April, there is only 10 lakhs is there, my turnover. This month, it was gone for 85-90 lakhs.
So what strategy did you use?
Just keeping not losing a single inquiry also, responding them, giving proper feedback and explaining them what they need. We are giving particular services. You see something is something has gone different in the server. We are helping it. Whether we may get or we don't want to lose any customer.
Fine. So what is your next go-to plan? Like now your new plan was to work on every single inquiry. Like that, do you have, what is your next go-to plan?
Sorry?
What is your next go-to plan? Like what is your future plan?
Now future plan is that just we have to observe for the next 15-20 days or 1 month so that only we can plan or anything. whether to
So,
increase.
yeah, that with the current situation, I think everybody needs
And
to
also
have a lot of
we need
patience.
to
Yeah.
accumulate the capital. After accumulating the capital only we can plan it.
And have you
And also
planned?
before that we used to have a some stock like that. We used to hold a stock of 1.52 crores of stock.
Right.
Now we don't want to hold any stock. Totally, we want to empty the stock.
Nullify the stock. Okay. Now talking
Nullify
about
the stock.
Now talking about investment plan. Do you consider now for the new strategy? Are you going to take a loan, or you're going to still run on bootstrap, or you're looking at VCs?
We will look for a loan.
Okay.
For
Okay.
amount, and remaining we'll do on a booster.
So let's come to the last session of our podcast, where it's all about your personal questions. So let's start with a rapid fire round. Married or single?
Sorry?
Are you married or single?
Married.
How many kids?
One.
What would you do with the same knowledge that you have right now if you were 19 years old?
Sorry?
Can we have your video? Yeah, okay. Now, what would you do with the same kind of knowledge that you have right now if you were 19 years old?
19 or 90?
19 years old.
Same strategy.
For example, the kind of knowledge that you have, if you had the same kind of knowledge at the age of 19 or 20, what would have you done? Would you be doing anything different?
No. Same strategy only.
Great. So how many hours of sleep do you get?
How many?
How many hours of sleep?
6 hours.
6 hours.
6 hours.
That's too hectic. What is the current book you are reading? Do you have a current book that you are reading? Any current books that you are reading?
No.
Are you okay? Finally, are you following any CEO? Any CEO or CTO that you're following?
No.
Great. So, thank you so much, Praveen. Thank you so much for your time, and all the best for your future strategies. And hope post COVID-19 you get better results for your company. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.